We're going to Spain, he said. You won't need your big coat, jumper or fluffy pyjamas.
It's actually snowing this morning.
And was about -6 last night and was freezing.
Well, good morning, guys. And yes, welcome to mainland Europe. We are in northern France, about an hour south of Calais. A little favourite air stop of ours. We've just been chatting, actually, that this is the third time we've actually stayed here in Montreuil. And we're actually walking around the village ramparts that quite a nice view over the countryside.
Which are actually quite dangerous if you're not too careful.
Yeah, there's no barrier or anything. It's like, whoop, off you go. So could turn into a bit of an action vlog.
So he better behave himself.
So we got the tunnel over. We left Nicola's mum's yesterday morning, got the tunnel across. Didn't really sort of record anything from then. And it was going to be sort of a nice, it was a beautiful day yesterday, still quite chilly, beautiful day yesterday. It was going to be a nice relaxing kind of drive into Montreuil until someone tried to connect her phone to...
Well, I don't know if Nigel told you, but the night before we left, he'd said to me previously, make sure your iPhone software is up to date. So Sunday night before we leave, I plug in, do my download.
That's an important thing, the night before we leave.
A bit busy. And it sort of crashed halfway through. And then I just had this system restore error on my phone. And Nigel was actually watching the football down the pub at the time.
Which we won, yes!
So it was a panic call to Nigel saying, you're going to have to come home now. My phone's just completely dead.
So yeah, I came home, got that sorted.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. But anyway, then we got off the Eurotunnel. My phone sometimes takes a while to connect. And nothing. I tried everything, absolutely nothing. And I rely on my phone, obviously, for my work, for family calls.
For looking at cute kitten, doggy
Dogs,
pictures on Facebook, yeah.
And I was literally so stressed because I'd had the night before stress. I was leaving my family, so I was really sad. And then I had this stress, so it was off the roof stress.
I kind of thought, well, maybe it's something that BT have done on their side. So when we got to Montreuil, I logged into our BT account, and sure enough, her account had been locked out from travelling. And what we think has happened, back in December, Nicola needed to phone. She was trying to phone through to, I don't know who it was, but an international call, and she went over we keep a very low spend budget on our...
He keeps me on a tight leash.
Exactly. And because she went over her budget, it actually locked her international calling. So just be aware if you're about to come travelling in mainland Europe, just log into your account and make sure all accounts on your account itself are able to do it. Anyway.
We're sorted.
We're sorted now. So as I think I said in last week's vlog, this week is really just about mostly driving. We have a sort of a point to get to, in fact, by this time next week. So 7 days away down to Valencia. And then the audio decided to stop. Anyway, later that morning the snow came down, so it was time to get out of Montreuil. Making our way south, thankfully the weather didn't follow us. A little call into a French supermarket to check on supplies. And then we made our way into a little French village to park up for the evening. Got to agree that France really does do little villages so well. Always nice to get that camping car signpost just up the road here. But yeah, France really does know how to do the French villages so well. And this is us just parking up in our little home for the night in a little random French village. Anyway, let's catch up the following morning. Well, good morning again, guys. Testing, is this thing on? After our technical mishap yesterday. So we are in a little village called La Roche-Mabille.
That's right.
Just
completely forgotten.
Just a random little there. And again, people who travel in France and Spain and all know this here, but having access to these here is just fantastic. Brilliant. We made a bit of an expensive mistake yesterday. We were coming off to grab some lunch, so we stopped at a hypermarket and then got back on again and got on the wrong toll road. And we were on it for all of about
30 seconds.
Yeah, and it cost us €10. So, and that's on top of the €50 that we actually spent on the toll road. More of that to come today. So today's plan is to drive again further south. We're heading now towards La Rochelle. Stayed another little hour, maybe about half an hour from La Rochelle, and hopefully going to visit La Rochelle tomorrow. But this is beautiful, lovely little stone buildings.
Although last night we had a duvet and 2 rugs, and I was still a bit cold, and we woke up to ice inside this morning.
Yes,
So
it
it was
was.
a bit of a cold night.
Apparently it feels like -7 at the moment, but yeah, we're going to head to a supermarket, grab a coffee maybe there, do our shopping, and we also need to grab ourselves a warning plate for the bikes. Obviously in France it's advisable but not enforceable. In Spain and Portugal you have to have one, and guess who doesn't have one?
We left it too late to order one.
Yeah,
We left so many things late.
I know. Organisational
So not
skills are
organised.
not our forte. Right, back up through the village, jump in the van and to the hypermarket.
Did we say we went to the local bar last night?
No, we didn't.
No, and that was really nice. Yeah, we were the first ones in. We set the train because it got packed after that. Well, when I say packed, there was about 8 men in there, no women.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so maybe you're setting the trend from that perspective. So. Right, to the van. Hey guys, good morning. So we have made it down to La Rochelle. Another little functional air stopover yesterday. Another bit of stressful driving as I took the wrong turn and we ended up going through Angers.
Angers.
Yes, so at least we didn't get stung for any more toll roads. But yeah, so we have parked. We were planning, we actually recorded this yesterday, but the footage didn't come out well. Nicola wanted to come to La Rochelle and wanted to go across to the islands, by the way.
Which I thought was only 3k across the bridge and then everything was there. Turns out it's about 30 miles long.
Yeah. So what we ended up doing is we've ended up parking in an air actually a little bit out of the way, and we're cycling over to the Ile de Ré. It's a little market in one of the main towns.
La Flotte.
La Flotte.
Apparently there's a medieval market every day. I don't know if it would
There better be
very
some
good.
food on a stick, that's all I'm going to say.
But already I haven't put my handlebars on straight, so I'm having to constantly steer to the left.
And my back brake has snapped already. Within 5 minutes of us being on the bikes.
So as usual, we're
They also look
totally
quite-
disorganised.
Yes. So we're about to head across on the bridge, hopefully get some food on a stick. I could really go a coffee as well. And then, I know La Rochelle's supposed to be beautiful, but what we've seen so far is a lot of port action.
We're only around the port, so
Yeah,
we'll
so-
give it a chance.
And then we'll head back into La Rochelle. But yeah, first stop, get across the bridge and hopefully no more brakes snap. How was that?
Tiring. I haven't cycled that far probably in about 5 years.
And
My legs really hurt.
I wish I could have recorded it, but we find the most crazy things to argue about, and for about 3 minutes we were arguing whether the path was going up or down.
It was definitely up.
I think it was just going straight, to be fair. Anyway, welcome to Ile de Ré and La Flotte, where we have come across, and we're going to go and check out the market.
Hopefully there'll be a medieval market there, otherwise I'm going to be really disappointed because that was the one reason I wanted to
why
come.
we came across. But coming across rather than driving across, coming across on the bike rather than driving across, I think it's €8 one way, maybe 2 ways, I'm not sure. But we have saved that €8 so we can grab food on a stick.
I read it was 16, so I think it's both ways.
Happy
But
days,
who
€16
knows?
on food. Anyway, beautiful day, a little bit of a temperature increase as well,
Yeah,
which
it's
is nice.
lovely.
And we've parked the bikes up, and we're now going to go and explore Ile de Ré, so come with us. So not quite pork on a stick. Garlicky potatoes though. Started for 10. Yeah.
Oh my word.
Oh, they are good. We shall be right back. Oh. Well, we didn't get food on a stick, and we ended up in a boulangerie, and it looks like we got overpriced.
Well, I thought this was $2.20. Turns out it was $4.80 for, I think it's cheese and lard on. But still, I could have got a really lovely tuna or salmon
You're
sandwich.
talking very loud, by the
Or
way.
am I? I'm quite perturbed because I could have got a massive baguette filled with lots of like fishy things, for about 70 cents more. And I went for this because I thought it was $2.20. I think they've written the sign wrong.
Yeah.
Or else
Anyway.
mine not being able to speak the language properly
Let's
caused issues. But it does look quite tasty.
That's look quite good actually. Now you're. Let's start looking at it and start eating it.
Yep.
Break it in half.
Oh,
Breaking a bread time.
good way to make sure it's even.
I'll overlay some lift music while she's doing this.
Don't come for lunch with us. Better be good. Nice.
It's got a cheesy film, bacon lardons, and bread.
I think it was Gruyere cheese and lardons.
Could do with
So
some
it's full saturates.
could do with some ketchup though. Who says we put Nicola on this bike instead? Right. Well, that's lunch over. Lunch. And we're now going to make the 17k cycle back. She's not impressed about that. Into La Rochelle itself and go visit the old port. But yeah, Ile de Ré, really nice. I guarantee it'll be mobbed during the summer. As usual with any kind of touristy bit, very overpriced. And but yeah, definitely worthwhile coming across to. The cycle across the bridge is beautiful. So yeah, stay on the other side, cycle across, save the euro, and spend it on some cheesy sandwich. Nicola's having a bit of a meltdown over there, so best go help out. See you over the bridge. Well guys, welcome to La Rochelle. And to say that we are not bike fit is an understatement of epic proportions. That was 17k from Ile de Ré back to here.
I think by the time we finish, we'll have done something like 30k or more.
We locked our bikes up over there, and there was a dodgy looking bloke sort of watching us lock them up. And I really hope he just steals them. Just
No,
take
I
them.
like mine.
Or at least he's going to give me a massage. Anyway, so we're at the old port. Nicola was I was like, we're going to go to La Rochelle, but I want to go to the old port because the old port's got all the lovely sort of architecture and all the lovely. And what did you say whenever you got here?
It's all right. It's maybe a little bit shabby.
I should fall in there, by the way, as well. That probably
But
gain
maybe
some
it's just because
subscribers.
I'm tired.
I know. But anyway, we're going to go for a wander around La Rochelle.
But La Rochelle itself looks really nice, actually. Really old buildings and
Bit too many shops for my liking. But
yeah.
you
To
sound,
walk the cobbled streets.
you sound really tired in
I
my
am
ear there.
tired.
Right, let's go see the old stuff. So Nicola has just proven why it's better just to order beer every time. Beer? I got beer. In fact, I wanted a small beer. Nicola ordered me a large beer, so all good.
No point having a small beer ever. I thought I was very clever ordering a tea with milk, and then what turned up was a green tea with mint, which actually I like. I like mint tea, but I definitely didn't need the milk, and I think I've been charged for the milk. So I'll be drinking the milk on its own afterwards.
I'm not sure I needed such a big, colossal beer anyway. Also, it's got a lemon in it, which I almost choked on. It can take us nowhere. Right, we're going to enjoy the view of the old harbour, old port. While,
By the way, this was €12 for a tea and a beer.
although my beer was only twice as more expensive than her tea. So if I would have had a small beer, it would have been the same price. Always order beer. Good job of not monetising this channel, eh? Well, good morning, guys. So we are just about to leave La Rochelle and make our way closer to the Spanish border. Just finished our little admin tasks, and someone's legs are a little bit...
They were agony in bed last night, really, really painful. I actually had to take some painkillers this morning.
Yeah, we're not bike fit, but hopefully by midway through this trip we will be. Anyway, so that's it for this week. Apologies, it's been a little bit of a sort of a driving, non-eventful one. We were actually just talking about this morning, that it has been, but needs must. We have got a date with Valencia in a few days' time, so
And
we're...
hopefully a bit of sun. It's
bit of sun.
freezing again today.
It is quite cold. I think we got the best weather yesterday for going across to Ile de Ré and down into the port and stuff. So yeah, so we shall go do some shopping now and get back on the road again, and we'll catch up again next week. Oh, actually, before I say that there, so Nicola getting her money's worth yesterday. Even drank the milk, as you can see here.
It's actually really nice. I think it was full fat milk. I never have that. It was quite nice.
Anyway,
I've got a vague recollection. I also picked up some sugar that
You
I
did
never
pick up some
used.
sugar?
I think it's in my coat somewhere.
Nicola, who doesn't like sugar, she thought, well, maybe we'll use that on pancakes. Anyway, she likes to get her money's worth. Right, guys, once again, thanks a lot for following along. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.